Back. Someone in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Because I think I got it fixed now. Perfect. Thank you, Stair Mistress. We are back. So I'm not going to go back and talk about everything that I talked about. Let's just get right back to the match. Welcome to the Mechanics Institute Online and Marshall against Mechanics Part 2. The current score is 3-1. Marshall, there's still a lot of chess left to go. I think we have over 50 players on each side, so that's kind of exciting. And this format is going to be game in 15, 2-second increment, and each match is going to have 2 games. So they're going to play the same opponent, one with white, one with black, and then may the best club win. Whoever gets the most points after all of this. So we're really excited. We were able to get Marshall Chess Club in New York together for this match, and they rallied a lot of people to participate. So we have even more players playing this than we did for our match against Charlotte, and I thought that was incredible. We had I think it was like 40 was it 49 players each side, and I think we've eclipsed that. So it's fantastic, great for everyone playing and participating, and yeah, this is all set. So hold on. So so we're kind of following the games. For us, we have James Tarjan kind of leading the way for the Mechanics Institute. 4-1 Marshall. So Marshall is kind of taking the lead here so far. Let me click through some games. And thank you for the people in the chat letting me know what is up. Mechanics got a point on the board. Let's see. All right. We got it 4-3 so far. Let me see who else is playing because we have so many players for us. Let me pick somebody. Sacrifice and Crush. So Sacrifice and Crush, playing black here, is a Mechanics regular. I believe it's Sauce Jacobian. So it's kind of fun to see him playing online. And kind of one of the fun things in watching 4-4, so the match is currently tied, is so many of our club regulars that we've seen, for years playing at the club and are sort of staples at the club. It's fun to see them online playing, and it's almost like it has its own personality. So it's a lot of fun. Watching our club regulars who may not necessarily play a lot online. Now we see them playing our events and participating regularly. So, yeah, very cool. So that's Sauce. Let's see. Got to check on Cesar Khan here. That's Caesar Tamandong playing black. He's looking good in his game so far. Very good. Let's see. Mangonel, who is Kalen Melville for the Mechanics, playing white right here. A lot of these games are, still early on. Oka Ako. And here we got playing black, Glenn Kaplan for the Mechanics Institute. So the way these games work is when one of the games ends for the players, the very next round starts right away. So players don't even really get that much of a break in between matches. The next match starts right away. And I remember it was kind of funny in the previous match. Games would end and then players would run to the bathroom real quick. And seconds are ticking away off their clock, but there's no time, and you got to get it in when you can. So, also kind of like want to mention since we're early on in the matches. Mechanics is doing a lot of tournaments online, and it's kind of fun to see the turnout of who comes out and plays, because we've been getting grandmasters playing the events. Last night we had a blitz, a game in 3+2, and we had Grandmaster Christian Chirilla. He was playing. We had quite a few masters joining in and playing, and we had a lot of players. Tuesday nights we're doing 5 rounds, game in 10+2. So we're getting strong competition, and players looking for good games. So come check us out. I know Marshall is doing a lot of events online too, so you can check them out, see what they're doing. So it's just a lot of fun to see the chess community engaged and doing something, because if you really love chess, online's really the only way to go. And like I said, even the candidates stopped what they were doing. So check it out online. And the thing with like this online, let's check on these for White. He's playing 4 mechanics. Everything looking good in that game. One of the fun things in everything that's happening here is, chess clubs are trying to find, creative new ways to connect and keep the club going. I know Judith was on a call, talking to some people, and sort of helping them get connected with, how to start a club and what they would need to do. She was talking to the Portland Chess Club, and it's just kind of nice to see, people kind of venturing into this, because for me it seems like the more we get into this and the more we see the engagement, even when things return, I think this is going to be here to stay. It's at least going to be a part of what we do regularly. So we're doing this now. We're doing it sort of in full force. I expect when the Mechanics Club is open, and we're up 9-5 right now. When the Mechanics Club opens back up, we're still going to be doing online stuff. I don't know if we're going to be doing it as much because we're plenty busy as it is, but we most definitely will keep our online offerings, and I think this is going to be sort of a result in the chess world. I think is that it's going to force some clubs to kind of look at this as an option for players, but I think it's going to stay even when things get back to normal, just because it's more inclusive. It's just a more inclusive thing. It allows a lot of people to participate. We're getting players from the Bay Area playing our mechanics events online that would find it normally difficult to get up to the club and play. So it sort of opens mechanics up to like a bigger part of the community, which is great, which is fun to see that kind of engagement. So, all right, setting aside all the philosophical stuff here, let's take a look at Felix German from the Mechanics Institute and see what he is up to here. He's playing white. 3 pieces, 4 pawns each. We'll see how this plays out. Felix has a little bit more time. Current match score is Mechanics 10, Marshall 8. And another thing here is just as, we have our regular streams that we do usually Tuesday night, the Tuesday night marathon. We stream from the club. So, we use our desktop computer there that's specifically dedicated for our stream. So it has the power and everything is set up, ready to go. We're doing this stream, I'm doing this at home. So there's a little bit of a learning curve because I'm not even doing this from a desktop. I'm doing this from my work laptop. So dealing with what goes into that, the learning curve and everything. It's kind of like a big learning process. And we're going to go through a few failures before we get it right. But, a lot of what we do, and Judith will vouch for this, is going through some failures before we get it right. So this is just another one. And definitely go Bears, proudly wearing the shirt. And let me tell you something. We had a tournament the other night where we had quite a few Cal Berkeley players not only participating, but they were dominating. So hats off, go Bears, to the Cal Berkeley chess team. And the players, some of them might even be playing this match right here, and we'll try to find them, give them a shout out. But huge representation there. I had the honor of playing for the Cal Berkeley team at the U.S. Amateur West, so that was a lot of fun. So anyway, go Bears. 11.5, 8.5, Mechanics Institute. Let's see who else we got here. Who can we talk about? Actually, there's one player that I want to check in on here. I just got to find him. I just love these screen names. Wow, that happened? Yeah, so Mojo Roby. I think he lost 2 games already. Wow. So I was going to give him a little shout out, but it looks like the night is over for Joseph Roberts. All right, let's see here. I don't even know what game that was. Let's check on Caesar. How's Caesar doing? He was winning. He is still winning. He looks like he's on the road to a win. So we'll keep flipping games here. How is GM Tarjan? Let's take a look at that game. He is playing white for us. Mechanics 15-9 is the score. Okay, Jim Eade from the Eade Foundation. He wants to talk about me. He wants to talk about you. So Jim Eade was a former director of the Mechanics Institute Chess Club. He was the director before John Donaldson, actually, and he is now he has his own foundation, the Eade Foundation. Does a lot of work in promoting chess to those that can't afford and the underprivileged. So it's a fantastic cause. And he's also a member of the chess committee at the Mechanics Institute, which is chaired by Grandmaster Patrick Wolf. So for those of you that don't know, so the Mechanics Institute, it is a membership library and cultural arts center. It's not just a chess club. So To the Floors is an absolutely beautiful and stunning library. It's a rental space. It's the chess club is on the 4th floor. Tarzan has 2 bishops. Jimmy is analyzing this game, which is fantastic because I play chess. I love chess, but I am certainly not a master. For those that are curious, because I think I rarely talk about it, my highest rating that I ever got was 2036. So I was an expert, but I was an expert when I was like 15 years old, 16 years old, and I'm 47 now. So it was quite a long time ago. So I am at my floor now at 1800, and thank God, because my rating would be much lower. Yeah, and one of the things we're noticing about James Tarjan, because he's played in the tournaments he's played for us online, is you know his games look really passive, and it looks like nothing's happening, and then slowly he builds up. The positions don't look good, and then he's somehow able to find an advantage. But right now, Black is sort of invading his area, it looks like. So let's see how this plays out. He's going to have to do a little bit of work to do it. Thank you, Jim. Says I don't look a day over 46. I feel good most days, but there are definitely some days that, however I look, I definitely feel my age. But thank you anyway, Jim Ead. Okay, so he's navigating that. Looks like Rui got a win here. So Rui is Black. Picked up a point against Ganar Despacito. Ganar Despacito no ganó este juego ahora. So let's see. Caesar Z converting. Wow, what happened here? So Caesar was up material, but now can this even be the same game? Because that's feel like something might have gone a little wrong here, but let's see if he can work it out. Let's see, Sas Jacobian is Black. It looks good on the first look. As Christian Clemens. And we're getting to that point where games are going to be dropping fast, so we're going to see a lot of games ending. And Rihanna Lopi right here, fantastic, picked up a win. Kevin Sun, he picked up a win here. So one of the things about living in the Bay Area is living in the Bay Area is we have a lot of Scholastic level players playing, because there's a lot of Scholastic chess, and a lot of these kids, they're getting pretty strong, and so amongst our team of over 50 here are a lot of kids, and the kids go as high as probably the second highest rated person on our team, all the way to the bottom, and there's like a lot in between. So it's kind of nice to see so many Scholastic players in our area kind of rising and developing and playing chess, and now we're seeing a lot of them play. Kevin Sun is definitely getting strong as a player. Current match scores: Mechanics 22, Marshall 17. It's a pretty close match. So Judith and Jim are in the Twitch chat, very active. Thank you both for kind of jumping in the chat and talking. And Rui is pretty funny because Judith's mentioning that Rui is chatting. She's actually pretty active in the chat. As a as a kid, she's, at least to the adults, she's pretty quiet and pretty reserved, but I'm noticing that when she plays online, she's actually pretty active, talking in chat. So it's kind of funny to see how personalities differ between live and online. You get to see another side of people, and actually for me and for Judith, I'm sure it's fun to see how personalities change, between being live and in person and being online. So that's it's kind of fun to watch. It's something I'm definitely noticing, because there are some players that are playing for us in our tournaments that wow, that was a draw. Okay, so this our FM saying that the next game starts right away, and then that's how it goes. Just seeing the different personalities of how people act and chat online versus how we experience them live. So it's kind of funny. All right, let me see. So mechanics is starting to create a little bit of separation. 30-21 is the current score. I think we're getting to that half point where almost all the first round games are ending. There's still quite a few games going, but we'll see that. Caesar's game ended. I don't know what happened with that one. Let me close out some games so I can pull up some new ones. So we're gonna have a whole round of games to choose from here. Let's see, who haven't we talked about here? There are like so many players. Like I may not know everyone here. At least their screen names. By far, most of them I actually know them. So Kalen Melville is still in his first game. This is getting tight because each player has like a minute left. Vinesh Ravuri is in the chat. Why is he not playing? We definitely could have used him tonight. You needed to be here, Vinesh. So next match, we'll get you in. 32.5, 23.5 is the current score. So I'm going to throw this out in the chat because Vinesh says he didn't know this was happening. I mean, come on. I mean, Judith is like a marketing like maniac. You had to have gotten her emails. Like, it's impossible that you didn't get it. So, and Judith's on it already. She's gonna make sure that you're aware of everything we do. So I'm gonna throw this in the chat, and I think it's something that we're gonna send out a survey soon. So the possibility exists for our online games to be rated, online rated, not standard USCF rated, but online rated. And Judith and I are having a discussion of whether people care or not if these matches are online rated. So I'm curious what players think. So if you're watching and in the chat, let us know. Do you care? If I think Judith's putting the actual form, the survey form. I think that's what that is. But let us know if you care whether it's online rated, which doesn't affect your actual USCF rating. That you would be more likely to play if it was online rated, where if you would be less likely to play if it was online rated, or if you don't care. So one of the three, let us know. Smooth G definitely cares, so thank you for letting us know. I'm not going to tell you which one of us stands. I think we're on opposite ends, Judith and I, in terms of what we think about it. So I'm curious what players think. It does not change the price of the. It's going to be free regardless. And like I said, just remember it's online rated. Does not affect your over the board standard USCF rating. It's kind of like its own separate rating system. So just keep that in mind. But I mean, some people might care. So we'll see. Almost tipped off kind of how I felt about it, but I won't. I'll hold that in. Definitely have to have a coffee here for this. I just kind of want to give a shout out. Let me flip through games because I'm getting a little bit lazy over here. Let's check out Mansour. Hey, congratulations to Glenn Kaplan. It seems like he won both of his game. Mansour Mohammed, he just started his game, so we won't click to that. We'll wait till that develops a little bit. Wow. Abhishek Handagol won a game for us. Second game has wow, this second game's already kind of like developed a lot. Mechanics currently in the lead, 40-27. It's looking really good. Here then for TDs, Mechanics Institute since 1854. A lot of chess history in the Mechanics Institute. We have pictures of Jose Raul Capablanca inside the Mechanics Institute playing. We have a famous picture. He's playing AJ Fink inside the club from 1917. So there's a lot of history there. The wooden chess tables that we use, they've been there over 100 years. It's just a beautiful club. It's a special place, and so if you haven't been there, you have to come out. And the same with Marshall. It's kind of like an honor and a privilege that we have clubs like that that have so much. They're so rich in history that it's a place that gets remembered. And that people revere. So it's an honor for us to be working there and be a part of it. And yeah, 42-28. I think 43-28. I think it's getting close. Judith, if you can let me know what's the magic number? What's the score we're looking for to claim victory? Let's see how James Tarjan is doing in the second game as black. 52.5 is the magic number. So we're looking to get to 52.5 to win. We're getting there. I just want to give a shout out and thank you, Jameed, for kind of jumping in the chat. Let me know if there's something you see in all the games. And just kind of want to thank everyone again for your patience and us doing the streaming. We're streaming from home, from the laptop. We usually do our streams from the club on the desktop where everything's set up, ready to go. We're doing things better and better. I think now that we got the sound issue fixed, the stream is going all right. So just thanks for your support. Thanks for your patience. We want to bring chess to you, and when we don't get it right, we don't want to just stop and give up, because who wins in that? Nobody wins in that. So, everyone makes mistakes. We all mess it up, and we're certainly no exception to the rule. Judith will vouch for that. So, Glenn Kaplan, hey, he's in the chat. Good job. Congrats on 2 victories for the team. Let's see what else is going on here. How is Rui? The pink hoodie is doing all right so far. 3 pieces and a rook against 4 pawns. I'm confident she will work that out. Awesome. And it's, for me, for all the kind of like the glitches and, the little failures we have in doing the stream, it's a lot of fun doing it and sort of like learning it, and have a newfound appreciation for those that do it on a regular basis. Because, there's a lot to learn. I'm getting better at just even looking at the chat and kind of commenting on it. At first, you're just kind of like, fixed on the screen. It's starting to get more natural to, look at the chat, see what's going on, comment, flip between games. I want to give a special shout out to Juan Sendejas. Every time we're streaming, he's helping in some way. And, so if he's watching, I don't know if he's watching or working, but, thank you for all the support. Caesar's in the chat. Give a quick shout out. So current match score 45.5, 28.5. This was the same little bit. We're seeing the same thing what we saw in the Charlotte match, where At the top there was a lot of parity, and on the bottom, but where we really had an advantage is we had a lot of players that for us that were in the middle category of whatever the 50 plus players that they were all 1600 plus, and a lot of them were 17, 18, 1900. And just like the Golden State Warriors strength in numbers, I think the Mechanics Institute chess club, our strength is the numbers that we have of players that are of that caliber and of that strength. And I think that's what's pulling us in winning these club matches where we have this many players, just because Mechanics has a lot of those players that are AB type players that they can even play expert level strength. So that's kind of our strength, and even in our Tuesday night marathon you see it, because we get over 100 players for our Tuesday night marathon, and our top two sections are rich with a lot of players. So Vinesh, I think he's asking, does this match happen weekly between the clubs? No, it actually doesn't happen weekly. We're actually looking to challenge different clubs. So last week, we played Charlotte Chess Center, and we won. And we're looking solid here, en route to another victory. But we're looking for other clubs that are wanting to do it. So we're even looking for clubs that are out of the country that are wanting to do it, because there's just no boundaries doing it online. So we're looking to go international, and see if we can get like another club from another country to engage online. And that would be amazing for us, and fantastic, because truly that's kind of bringing the world together through chess, especially online. If we can play other clubs in other countries and interact, and why not? Why wouldn't we do that? If we had to do it, all we need is the will to do it. We definitely have the will to do it, and we'll get that together. All right. So enough of the deep philosophical reflection here. Mechanics Institute is looking fantastic. We're at 50 to 29. I'm told the magic number is 52 and a half. And I think we're on that road. Let me see if I can give some Ako Hidari, Oka Ako. So he is playing black for us. And so I have my dog here. I don't know if people can see. So this is Lucy. She's kind of hanging around. She's generally patient, but she gets to a point where she needs some attention. And, who doesn't, right? Let's check out Mr. Tarjan, our GM. Tirantes playing black. Black is looking pretty good here. Of course, this is an A player saying, but the pawns look, they're advanced pretty strong. Oh, you can't probably see her, so let me do that here. So that's her right there. She's a little tired, so I just give her a little bit. 50 to 30 is the score here. So as I was saying, the Tuesday night marathon, that's kind of like our flagship tournament every Tuesday night. That's the tournament that we broadcast. We have 10 DGT boards that we do every Tuesday. We have live commentary with Paul Whitehead, and we have special guests. We've had Lauren Goodkind in the broadcast. We have Stair Mistress just went offline. We try to get. We've had Sam Shanklin. We've had Sam Shankland commentate there. Of course, our Grandmaster in Residence, Nick DeFermian, he's done commentary there. So International Master Kostya Kavutsky. So we're pretty active. When we have big events, we also do it. I mean, we broadcast our games for the U.S. Amateur Team West that we organized. So a lot of activity at the Mechanics Institute. We will be back. Krubnik, Evelina Krubnik, who does the women's class Sundays. That's something that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to returning when when that is able to come back. And does that with Sophie Adams. So let's see here. Let's see with Chessie Instinct. We haven't shown, I don't think, against Liam Putnam. So interesting game. Still a lot of time left in that game. Any FMs? FM's playing for us. This. He is an FM that he just moved to Berkeley. He came and played, so that's Black. He's playing for us. He just moved to Berkeley. He actually played an event at Mechanics, a couple of events at the Mechanics Institute. And it's nice to see him now playing for us in these online matches. So fantastic. It's still 51-31. We're trying to trying to get over that hump of 52 and a half. That is the goal. And I just want to give a special thanks now to Brian Quick from the Marshall Chess Club. He's been working really hard, getting his players organized and doing this. He's been in communication with us all day today, certainly, and then the weeks leading up to it. And I know he worked really hard to kind of like rally up everyone today to get them on board. And he's just been fantastic, even in the last collaboration we had where we were working with him. So he's great to work with. He's doing a great job over there in Marshall, New York, and we look forward to you guys getting back because I know your building's closed, as is ours. But we will be back, and we will have chess again, and I think we're gonna come out stronger after this is all over. It's kind of like forced us to adapt to certain things, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to show that our clubs are going to stand the test of time, and we're going to be even better. And that is great for everyone. It looks like we did it. We're at 53. Congratulations to the Mechanics Institute. In this match that is up right now, Mechanics is Black. We have the FM. Mansour, actually, that's good feedback. Mechanics is Black right here also with Mansour Mohammed, Akko Hidari here. We are Black. So games are going to start winding down pretty soon. 53-33, congratulations to the Mechanics team. We have won the match, and now we're looking to pile on a little bit. So, in friendly competition, I think in chess there's nothing wrong with it. So, let's see where these matches go. Kind of one of the fun things we've been doing is some of the matches from our regular online events, because we can archive these games. We've actually been sending some of them to Nick to annotate. So The Mechanics Institute newsletter that comes out every Saturday morning, unless there's like some little hiccup that we have to deal with. But it does come out every week. It's been coming out every week. The only time when it hasn't come out is during breaks in the TNM. But other than that, it's every week. So even as the building closed and events stopped, we've still been sending the newsletter out every week, and we've just been making it now about our online stuff. So we'll include games from our online tournaments, our Tuesday night online. We might even include a game from this tournament right here. We'll write about it. So don't stop checking out the newsletter. Jim Ead now does get the newsletter. Judith hooked him up. And if you want to subscribe to that newsletter, just go to our website, chessclub.org. You can find the newsletters there. And then when you scroll down and read the newsletter online, there's a link there where you can join the list to get it. But Saturday morning, usually 9:05 a.m. is when the newsletter comes out. But go to our website, chessclub.org. You should be able to see it and find newsletters there and past newsletters. So if you need something to read, especially now for a lot of you, you're home. You can't get out of the house. I know some people are going crazy, just not having the normalcy of everyday life. What better way to spend your time than to go to the Mechanics Institute website and check out some old newsletters? We got a lot of good stuff. Paul Whitehead writes articles just about chess and culture, his life. It's a fantastic read. I think his column is the best column, the best part of the newsletter. Nick DeFermian, white one. So Marshall took that match right there. Let's go back to James Tarjan, see what is up. He's looking pretty good. When we looked at the game earlier, those pawns looked pretty menacing, the C and D. Now they got a nice little chain right there, kind of advancing on. So this is looking pretty good for the mechanics here. Black with our GM. So let's see if he can convert this game. See what we can see here. A lot of games are falling out. 55-34. Yeah, not a whole lot of games still going. Let's see here. Okay. It looks like Rui won both her games, which is fantastic. Abhishek Handagol won both. The kids are showing up and representing today. Regular Christian Clemens. He is white. He's playing a national master. This position looks very tricky. He's definitely gonna have to work that one out. Let's see this. We haven't looked at Aching Golf. I believe Aching Golf is the mechanics player here. Still quite a lot of time in this game.